We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers.
Okay, you ready? Open wide!
Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and of course, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey. Back to normal. Stuttering Craig. Good to see you guys. Welcome on out. It's going to be a great Monday. I got a lot to talk about today. Joining us from afar, missing her hate energy to my left, it's Blabs. You're muted.
Fucking hell. Anyway, hello. Hi, everybody.
I mean, Blabs, we had one job. Of
unmuting?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was because I was working right before we went live, and I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
Hi. I have a really loud keyboard, it turns out. Like, I'm not used to something so quiet anymore. When I was working, I was like, I don't have to mute when I type? How fascinating.
We should probably get you one of those nice, soft
Yeah.
keyboards.
Yeah, I don't even know what brands to go for. Like, I have a Razer and it works really well, but at the same time, it's so fucking loud. Listen, I'm gonna write down hello. How?
No, you need to stop that. You have a mechanical keyboard. I think it's.
That's what I have.
Yeah, it sounds like it too. Yes. Well, we're glad you guys
Peter
are with
Griffin with the long nails.
All right. Well, look, we had a great week last week. Glad you're back with us, everybody. Obviously, things are kind of back to normal, but I thought we had we were talking before the show. We have like 20 something pieces of content that we shot over the
list.
Yes, a big old list. We shot a ton of Blabs verses. We got a bunch of vlog stuff. We got food stuff. We got wrestling stuff. We got all sorts of stuff. So all the stuff is available over at Plus, coming very soon. We're going to schedule it out for everybody. So it's going to be a nice little drip of content over the next couple months. So in addition to all the other stuff we have going on, but we'll get to that in a little bit. First and foremost, let's bring in our wonderful yellow brethren. Hello, Flash. Great to see you.
Yo, just want to give a shout out to Metal Mania all the way in the chat, still watching.
Oh,
because he says every week, oh, Flash is here. I'm leaving. I'll see you tomorrow. But then he watches the entire show. Shout out to you, Metal Mania.
Let's go. Metal Mania. Way to hold on. Keep it going. Appreciate it. We're glad you're here. Appreciate your support. Wonderful stuff. And just let us know how much you're not going to watch Flash in the chat every day, all the time.
I don't want to watch Flash either.
He's a secret fan. That's what I call him.
He's a hate watcher.
Yeah, I love the hate watchers because it all adds up to that interaction and watch time regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. Well, hey, look at this. Two Savage Gaming in the chat is just saying, hey, we need to bring back Phoenix. Now, Phoenix is dead. Sorry, he didn't make it back.
He's literally just here.
I was just here.
He actually was, though.
He was, yes, about 3 minutes ago before the show started. But look, we do have a lot going on. Phoenix is in the back end working on all sorts of fun things, editing, slicing, working on
dicing
shows. That's right. He's like a content ninja, that Phoenix over there. But we do have a lot going on. Glad you're with us today. Do us a favor, hit the subscribe button if you're new. Join the 116,000 just normal men who have found common sense in the video game and entertainment space. We're glad you're with us today. Also hit the thumbs up button. Man, listen, I'm telling you right now, there's a lot going on. And we're glad you guys choose to spend some time with us on a day-to-day basis. Big stuff happening. We announced Side Scrollers Plus this past week, which every episode is going to be brought to you by that. We'll get to that in a little bit. But we're going to talk about X going down today. X, we can speculate all we want. We don't have any idea as to what's going on, but I think it's an attack personally. I think somebody's.
I saw people saying DDoS, but
oh, definitely, yeah. There was the whole. We'll get to that in a little bit. I saw we got a lot of quick hits today. There was a lot of stuff that happened over the weekend, and a lot of fun videos to look at. I want to get into this whole. Did you see this video of the Simpsons treehouse?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, I want to
Yeah,
talk
it's crazy.
about that. That is absolutely silly. We have this insane Guitar Hero viral moment that this guy popped off on. I want to get to that, as well as some of the idiots in the space who just don't get it. They don't understand it. We'll get to that. And of course, we're going to get to the YouTuber who got his wife and her mother pregnant. Did you hear about this story, Flash?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's got to be fake.
It's real. He's got a YouTube account and everything.
Yeah, but couldn't they just be wearing fake pregnant bellies?
No, they have the gender reveal and the photos, and yeah.
I mean, I could go get some ultrasound photos right now, and
Fair
this
enough.
is a quick
but
Google search.
I actually think this is real. This guy has like millions of followers on YouTube.
Right. Well, okay. I want to dig into that too. Because just listen.
We're going full-blown journalism.
No, I don't even want to say we're going to do that. I would just say we're going to point out some blaring flaws in this nonsense. And we're going to get into this Ubisoft sexual harassment trial, which yikes, it kicks off today. That's a kind of a big deal, I would say. Ubisoft has a lot going on, and this doesn't really add to its luster, if you will.
No, it really doesn't.
And of course, today at the tail end of the show, we'll have our members only, our Plus members post show. And today this week we're going to try something a little different. We have a couple stories that I want to talk about that we can't talk about on YouTube for copyright reasons. So we'll get to that in a little bit at the tail end of the show. But first, we always like to kick off the show by today in gaming history. So Blabs, what do we have today?
I feel so much better that I can press the button now. So everybody, March 10th, we have Star Wars Jedi Starfighter releasing
Trash.
2000. Okay. We have Jurassic Park Operation Genesis releasing in 2003. And then we have Indiana Jones The Pinball Adventure releasing in
Digital pinball. Trash.
Listen, this is Flash right now.
That's right.
Blabs.
We have that audio back.
Now, what games did she miss?
Okay, go on.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Flash, because there's some notable games that she missed today, including the 1995 Saturn classic Panzer Dragoon.
Holy shit.
Did you see the vile hatred coming from you can't see Flash, but you heard it.
Blabs.
Yeah, that's what it was right there.
Blabs.
Yelling so mad. Also, 16 years ago, we've talked about this game on the show, but this game was spectacular, and I hope that we can share this trailer with you guys. If you can't see it, please let us know. 16 years ago, which seems, I thought it was actually longer than that, but in 2009 for the Wii, we got the greatness of Mad World. Did you remember this game, Flash? I'm going to play the trailer here to make sure you guys can see it. This was a Sega game that was primarily black and white, but they used red for blood and yellow.
Oh, yeah.
This game,
This is like an under the radar game, though.
1000%.
Panzer Dragoon is unforgivable, though.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
That's what they call dropping the ball, Blabs.
But I put Star Wars.
Fuck Star Wars.
This would be an amazing remake if they were to come back and upgrade all this, because this was done. You had to play with the Wii controls, the Wii motion controls and stuff. And that was kind of fun because you had chainsaws and stuff. But this was such a bloody, gory. I mean, look what's going on here. He's knocking these guys onto the wall with for like a dartboard. It's outstanding. This was a spectacular. Oh my gosh, so good. Anyways, I would love to see Mad World as a remake sooner than later. Also, games you missed today, Blabs, include Dynasty Warrior 7 for the PlayStation 3. Hotline Miami 2, wrong number, was released 10 years ago.
Hotline Miami is great. Blabs.
Yeah. And that's it, Blabs. You missed them all. How many times you're just gonna make them yell constantly?
It would all have been forgiven if Panzer Dragoon had been on there, but instead you put Jurassic Park Operation Nonsense.
Yeah, that's kind of Blabs' MO when it comes to this. Jurassic Park Operation Nonsense. There you go. Listen, Blast feels like she has a little bit of power today. She's going crazy.
I missed it all. I mean, I had it last week, but it was still like I didn't like mess it with it too much. But I'm back.
I have all the buttons. There you go. All right. Good.
I don't have that, sadly.
These are all movie franchises, so the chat will like it. That was her. That was,
No, I just wanted Star Wars and dinosaurs.
Star Wars is dead, Blabs.
Star Wars is dead.
Well,
Right. It is. He's not wrong.
I know. Okay.
Now,
Well,
before they pegged Luke Skywalker, people would have cheered that, but it's just not the same anymore.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to struggle through today's show with X being down. A lot of our news sources are from X, but that's okay. We're going to struggle our way through that. I do think it just came back up though, because I just tried to load an image and it did pull up a specific link.
Not for me. It's
Okay,
down.
a specific link pulled up, but not the overall timeline. Okay, I see that's going on. But we do have a lot going on. First and foremost, Mercenary came in and says, we need guests pre-recorded telling Blabs she's fired.
Blabs, you're fired.
Time code. Thank you very much, Mercenary. Dirtus King says, Kirsha brought up this guy who supposedly impregnated his girlfriend and girlfriend's mom. The girlfriend had Instagram pics before the, quote, reveal. It's a hoax. They're pregnant, but he's plowing both of them separately. Gross. Just, oh my God. I don't have a whole lot of interest in that. And by the way, if you're a mom and you're like part of this hoax and the idea of like, oh, look at how fun this is. Like, we'll
Terrible mother.
Horrible. It's ridiculous. Mercenary says, Blabs, you're fired again. There you go.
I'm guessing
Commodore
no
fan.
father either in the picture ever.
Commodore fan says the PC port of Panzer Dragoon was great as well. Thank you, Commodore fan. B. Barrett came in and says, breaking news, Hedwig is a crow in the HBO show. What's going on with that, Blabs?
It's just Snape. That's all. It's just Snape. But anyway, follow my video or watch my video, I should say, because it's like an autistic breakdown of 24 minutes of autism.
Yeah, that was good. Did you see the video? I just said Blabs has a nervous breakdown.
I did see that. Thanks. It worked
Hey,
pretty well.
Give it up for Raynar, who is a brand new Side Scrollers Plus member. That gives us a great opportunity to let you know that today's episode is brought to you by Side Scrollers Plus. Make sure you guys head over. It's very easy to make an account. It's a great way to support the show. For those of you who have no idea what Side Scrollers Plus is, allow me to tell you. We're going to tell you guys this, tell you're blue in the face, because it is going to be our lifeblood on how we do things moving ahead. People said, hey, you guys should make a bunch of new channels. You guys should make a bunch of new stuff. So we are. It's all going to be on Plus. Gameplay stuff, wrestling stuff, culture, food, entertainment, whatever. It's all going to be on Side Scrollers Plus at sidescrollersplus.com. Side Scrollers Plus is more or less our locals page, but it's much easier to say that. We have a new show launching called Nerd Duel, which is going to be coming very, very soon. We have a members-only post show we're going to be doing every single day that includes call-ins from you guys. Right now, we're currently sitting, and you can see all the other stuff, including a retro video game podcast with Dan Bass called The Video Game Vault. We're going to be having we have a new series called What If, which actually you can view right now over on Side Scrollers Plus. You can see the pilot. The pilot's a little short. I think it can be extended out to about 10 minutes, but it's about 6 minutes right now. It's very fast-paced. And the pilot is about what if Sega won the console wars against Nintendo. It kind of puts an alternate timeline on things. So you can go check that out. Mention the post show. We got a lot going on. And to get you excited, I wanted to play a quick trailer for you guys for the greatness of Nerd Duel. But we'll do that a little bit later towards the end of the show. Currently, we're sitting at 297 Side Scrollers Plus members. Today's goal is to get to 307. You can see if we get to 500, we're going to burn Twitch down. That's our first goal. 500, burn Twitch down. We're going to do we're more or less going to stream on Twitch for the first time in like 2 years and say and do all the things that you shouldn't do and more or less get our account suspended because we have no use for Twitch, which will be great. So head over, become a member of Side Scrollers Plus, use promo code PLUS and get a discount on an annual membership. And on top of that, when you are an annual member, you get access to a free year of voting membership to the Real Game Awards, which is wonderful. So great value there. So head on over there and check it out. If you don't know how to become a member over at Side Scrollers Plus, it's very simple. You just go on over here and you become account, or you can just make a brand new one right here. It's super easy. Wow, I like that. Then you go over there, you do all that fun stuff, fill out your info, do the approved stuff, and you go in there and you set up your profile. That's it. It's really simple. Then you go in there and click the subscribe button. You use the promo code. It's about $10 a month, but if you use the promo code, you get a discount, which is great. Once again, use promo code PLUS, get that discount. It's real simple. Click apply, and you can support us for an annual for the year. Or if you want to go month to month, you can do that as well. So anyways, head over to SideScrollersPlus.com. When you talk about sponsors, that's going to be it. People are like, why are you talking about it? Well, it's because we just launched it. We need you guys to know that it's a thing, and that's how you need to support us. Blabs will give you a shout out every single time somebody signs in or becomes a new Plus member throughout the show. So make sure you do that, Blabs, which would be good. So awesome. Okay. With that said, let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment, friends. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
All right. I cannot start a show without giving you guys an update on my favorite app on my phone. Flash, do you have Nintendo Music downloaded on your phone?
Yes. It's awesome.
It is. I when it came out, I was like, whatever.
I actually use it at the gym a lot.
Dude, right? Well, guess what? Now you're going to have 2 spectacular games to add to your music collection that you can listen to on your phone right now. Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, and Super Mario Brothers 3 right there.
Nintendo Music.
Thank you. Just imagine. Maybe
So
not
I said
that.
that I'm working out to Animal Crossing music. How did you know that?
Hey, but you can listen to this while you're listening.
Hey, that's good right there.
Yeah. Great stuff right there. Dude, up an iron with you got your chest. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Pumping those out, Blab. Just saying. Right?
I like that.
Blabs, I think that if we had you work out to Legend of Zelda Link to the Past music, you would see some serious results.
Some serious gains.
That's how you get them gains, Blabs.
Gains, bulking up, because that's what women really want to do.
That's right. And then, of course, we got Mario 3 music. Athletic. It's called athletic background music.
I feel like this would be good for running.
Yeah, well, that's the idea, Blabs, is that you're running and jumping in these games. So, I mean...
Let's just go on a track and field and do hurdles to Mario music.
I think that you're right. You could absolutely do that.
Have you seen that video where like that thug is running away from the police and he's jumping over the fences and stuff, and they put Mario music in the background, and every time he jumps, it's like Mario jumping too?
No.
It's freaking hilarious. I don't think we can play it though, but like it's hilarious.
Well, that's a great opportunity to bring in. It is Mario Day. March 10th is the annual day that Nintendo busts out some sort of Mario announcement. And did you see the announcement this morning, Flash, that they've thrown down?
No, it surprised me.
I will surprise you with a Mario Kart Lego kit. Did you see this bad boy? Look at that.
I actually really like this.
I was
Except
kind of
for the
hoping you were
price.
going to say Mario 35 is back.
Oh my gosh, you just straight to my heart with that. Don't even start with that nonsense. That hurts me, just you talking like that. Oh God. Yeah, Mario 35 would be awesome. I love everything about that game. The best Mario game possibly ever from a competitive standpoint.
It was a lot of fun.
I was the best, Flash.
I really don't understand why you just wouldn't keep that out.
You know,
because the Tetris one is still going. It just
you're
would
right.
have been cool to keep that out. Like a lot of people played it.
Flash, way too logical right now. Way too logical. Here's the thing, buddy. Could you imagine if they kept that out? If they kept Mario 35 out and they just added costumes or microtransactions. You could buy, instead of Mario, you're running as Peach. Instead of Mario, you're running as Toad. Instead of Mario, you're whatever character skin that you want. People would have gobbled that up. Remember, Mario 35 was a free game. So if you just added any sort of monetization to that, people would have gobbled that up like crazy. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But they didn't, because
I would pay for it at this point.
I agree.
$20. just to have it back. I would drop $20 on that.
For those who don't recall, this is for the Super Mario 35th anniversary, which was 4 years ago now. This was Mario 35. It was the greatest game ever, where you had 35 people playing Super Mario Brothers together, and you had a timer on it, and there was a competitive element to where you could up your time and your score and knock people out. Oh my gosh, just going back and watching this was crazy. It's so much fun. Then you throw enemies on other screens and get power-ups, and oh my gosh. To their credit, some fans of this actually found a way to mod it, and they kept it up for like, I don't know, 6 months or something after the game was done.
Nintendo said no.
Yeah, Nintendo came in and they swatted that to mid-court. I'm with you on that. Just find a way to bring back Mario 35, Nintendo, and all will be happy. But
so that's all they announced is a Lego kit?
No, there's a whole list of announcements.
Okay, well, here we go. Here's your list of announcements. You got the Mario 3 soundtrack right there, which is good. We also saw the Donkey Kong and Mario Picross announced for the
yes, I've been playing the 1994 Donkey Kong.
Dude, it's legit.
Yeah, that's a great game. It's got the old stages and then it goes into a new game, but they've improved the formula. I love that you can throw the hammer up. You could potentially keep the hammer the whole time if you can kind of master that catch.
We got the Lego kit we just talked about, an epic Super Nintendo World sweepstakes. Eligible fans can visit the My Nintendo website for a chance to win a trip for Orlando, Florida for 4 nights visit to experience all 4 theme parks of Universal Orlando Resort. With the big Super Mario World or Super Nintendo World coup de grace at the end right there. You got the Mario Kart and Donkey Kong Country, which, by the way, have you seen videos of Epic Universe at night? Have you seen the stuff they're working on with that?
It's going to be amazing. If it's anything like Nintendo Land in Japan at night, I think it's going to be even better because it's like newer technology. Oh,
sure. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Then they're doing the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Community Challenge, and they got there's this plane. We didn't even get to the plane last week. We didn't even show that, but
no.
Unfortunately, we can't. But it's a plane that looks at us. It's painted blue and it
skinned of like Nintendo.
Hopefully,
Mario.
it doesn't crash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tune in
Another
tomorrow
crash
for more
yesterday.
plane talk.
Yeah, I decided not to go plane talk today.
That's fine. I'll do it when you're not here.
Thank you. So, I think we were all hoping for like a new game or something, but no, just stuff.
Maybe there's more announcements today, and they just haven't done everything. Perhaps, I don't know. Maybe I know a lot of people like not posting on Twitter because no one's gonna see it anyway. If it keeps going down, you won't get any traction for your post. So,
right, of course.
Maybe there'll be something later.
I'm trying to pull up this Simpsons post. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it because X is out, X is down, which is just crazy to think about. I don't know, man. There's got to be something deeper going on with X right now, much deeper.
Are you talking about a real life Simpsons treehouse?
Yes.
In Los Angeles? Okay, here you go. Private chat.
Cool. Let's see. Because this is I
know nothing.
Well, I want to make sure
the X being down thing is devastating because that's where I sent all my links for my videos and stuff. It's like because you can just send yourself stuff. So I just send everything to myself.
Google Docs. That's what I do.
Well, let's get into this Simpsons story. And I feel
that's not a good idea.
I feel like this is this Simpsons story is crazy and it's kind of sad. And it really this is so Los Angeles. I don't even it's so Los Angeles, right? So demolition of the Simpsons inspired treehouse in front of an LA home begins. Okay, so here's the thing. This guy, Rick Polizzi, he is a former producer of The Simpsons. And in his front yard, he had these 3 trees that were there. And one day he's like, well, that looks like a great place to make a treehouse. So they started building from the bottom and it became this like really nice treehouse, like really, really nice treehouse to where it's built. It has stairs. It went up into these 3 trees. And you can see it's like right outside of his front yard. Really, really nice. Probably nicer than his house. I mean, he lives in Los Angeles after all. But it's like this multiple stories, and he'd like let people come in and be in the treehouse. It was like a community thing. So Los
I bet
Angeles,
the kids in the area loved it.
oh my God, yeah. And they would do these community events. You can see they light it up over here. They put lights on it. They do all sorts of things for look at the inside of it. Isn't that great? Like they totally spent a lot of money in making this thing awesome. But apparently it was like Simpsons inspired. That was kind of the tagline that I saw. But Los Angeles, the city of Los Angeles, is now saying that he needs to pull it down, and it has since been pulled down because no, because no, that's why. It says a former producer of The Simpsons, the structure became a community staple and gathering spot for children in his Sherman Oaks neighborhood. Officials and nearby residents, however, aren't as fond as the treehouse. Legal challenges over permits and zoning have threatened its future, and it has since been pulled down since this article. According to Pelosi, he rebuilt the treehouse 24 years ago, and spent nearly a third of that time in a legal dispute that cost him $50,000 to defend, and even led to criminal charges after a neighbor complained about the increased attention the treehouse was drawing.
Oh, who is this Karen?
Right. Oh my gosh. So
it reminds me of this woman. There was an article on it that got mad because there was a bunch of lights on this guy's house for Christmas, and she called it racist.
Yeah, of course, because everyone always feels the need to get upset about something, right? And in this case, people like we have these women who have too much time on their hands, upset about this beautiful tree and the like brings kids together, this beautiful tree house. And here we are. So he says we went to pre-trial in January, and it was just so frustrating. We did not get to have our say. We just left. I just said, I'm not going back to trial. We'll tear it down so that the case gets dismissed. So now they have literally torn down this wonderful tree house in the front yard, things that brought families together because someone in the neighborhood was upset about a little more traffic. Me. He said, I wanted it to look nice, to fit in the neighborhood, and to be aesthetically pleasing. I wanted it to bring people together. So we were always out here inviting people to come over and see it. We got big crowds. We were a victim of our own success. So there we are. He says, my son is 39 years old, and we used to come here this is somebody talking about it. My son is 39 years old, and we used to come here every Halloween in preparation for the big holiday. With everything going on in the world right now, you just have to figure out a way to keep the treehouse up. This is joy for our neighborhood. I'm mourning today. These stinking ladies, man. It's just so sad to see. Look at how it's pretty amazing. They got cups and they got a bar and all sorts of stuff in this treehouse. I love this.
You know what it doesn't have? Wheelchair access.
Oh yeah, it's not
big problem.
Yeah,
literally one of the reasons why it's in trouble, which is such bullshit. It's on this guy's property.
Yeah. Well, is it?
Why can't you have a treehouse on? Like, what does it matter? That's ridiculous, especially in LA with all the nonsense that they have going on. Like, crime is up huge in LA. You have the fires going on, but this is what you're focused on. Yeah, of course. Because that's what people get to get upset about in Los Angeles, who have way too much time. There's too much traffic going. Dirtus King came in with the 5. Says, hear me out. Bring back Mario 35, but call it, but with some monetizable elements and 64 players. Call it Mario 64. Nintendo could then fund other games back. Oh, let's go. Love that idea. 64, bumping it up. Hey, 64, 35 doesn't matter to me. I love it. Nintendo Giants fan came in with a joke of the day with the $9.99. Says, joke of the day. I visited my childhood home and asked if I could come in and take a look at my old room. The homeowner slammed the door in my face. My parents are the ones. Hey, bada boom, hey. There we go. Thank you so much, New York Giants fan. Quagmire says, what's your guys' favorite John Carpenter movie? Got any thoughts on that, Flash? No. Let me just get a quick list of them. John Carpenter movies here. Let's see. We have obviously Halloween. Halloween? Oh no. They Live.
Oh yeah, with Roddy Piper, right?
Yeah. I think about it. Forgot who he was for a second. I forgot about him for a second. But yeah, he's got great movies. The Thing, Halloween, They Live.
Yeah.
All great movies. Big Trouble in Little China. But I got to go with They Live.
Joey says Blabs also missed Dynasty Warriors 7, which was released 14 years ago in 2011. That's right. She did, didn't she? It's tough.
Blabs!
Gothic Sushi says, great way to start the day. Looking forward to seeing you at another con soon. Hey, Gothic Sushi, thank you very much. Appreciate the heads up. We had a bird squawking in the background there, Flash. What's going on?
Oh, that's the little one. Hold on.
Oh, nice. Bird. Oh,
I thought it was a bird too. I'm like, oh, Yellow Flash has a parakeet. That's cool.
That's nice. Love it. Skillthier. Sorry, I butchered that. Came with the 10. Says,
Skills here.
Skills here.
Skillets?
I like skills here. Skills tier. There we go. I just found my original Game Boy while cleaning my storage. There's a battery leakage and the volume control knob is pushed in. Can you recommend a repair or replacement site? Cheers and thanks. Man, that's tough. I don't know many Game Boy proper, like OG Game Boy repair places at this point. Sorry, I can't. I wish I could. I don't want to push you to a place that will do you wrong. And I want to speak from a place of authority, which I can't in that situation. So sorry, but congratulations on finding that. And, I think a little bit of, if you have some battery leakage, I think putting a little bit of baking soda and a little bit of vinegar on there could definitely help with that for sure. Give it up for Pre-Dawn Corpse, who is a brand new Plus member. Let's stink and go. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in. Let's get to our number today. Love to see that. Let's get to our number. Once again, our goal today is to get Montez is 307. We started at 297. So 10 new Plus members today. That's our goal on a day-to-day basis. We'll have Montez doing the Montez Slam. Be good. Commodore fans says Twitch can go eat monkey nuts. Yeah. I'm still Bruce says, so they made a white owl, a black crow.
Yeah, I got them. I got the idea. Thank you.
So proud on Plus says, good to see you guys. Last week was awesome. Can't wait to see trickle down on Side Scrolls Plus content. PSA for God's sakes, please stop throwing used paper towels in the trash. We live in a
use toilet paper.
Oh, okay. At first, when plumbing, flushing down the toilet. Love you guys.
You totally butchered that entire thing. Oh my god!
Throwing used toilet paper in the trash. Oh, okay. I was thinking the other way around. I was thinking that the instead of the toilet paper, I was thinking it was the other way of like the
paper towels,
paper towels in the toilet,
baby wipes and stuff.
Yeah. Robo over on Plus is liberal white women's ruin everything. Yes, that should be the tagline of our show. Side Scrollers, liberal white women ruin everything.
And liberal men, I think. All liberal bullshit.
Well, I mean, one and the same.
Are you saying women are the same as men now? That's progressive.
I'm saying the men are the same as women.
Oh, that's true. They all have a vagina.
Commodore fans says, looks like X is back up if you need it for the show.
Nope,
well,
I just checked.
Thank you, Commodore fan. Old Man Grim, good to see us. Says, morning all. Craig, love the new setup in the studio. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's been fun to have this back.
Oh, it is working now.
It's not for me. Alex is speaking of consoles that stopped working a few years ago. My PS3 USB ports just stopped working. Replaced it. Looking to replace it one day, to be honest. Alex, go get it, man. I'm sure that's an easier fix than fixing a 40-year-old Game Boy for sure. Is your X up?
So it's half working and half not working. I got like my news feed to work on stuff, but when you want to click on stuff, it's just all completely busted.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
So I've been finding alternatives for you.
Thank you. Okay, let's talk about this.
Real quick though, before we move on, I've been saying for Mario, like what day today, and Nintendo now like put out this thing about like what Mario means to you. It's a whole bunch of people from all over the world talking about what Mario means. So that's kind of sweet.
Well, that's nice. What does Mario mean to you, Blabs?
Fun times with my sister growing up on the Wii.
Oh, on the Wii, yeah. It's funny you mentioned that because Blabs actually played Super Mario Brothers for the first time.
Yep. Which one?
Super Mario Brothers. On
the first one.
Yes.
Ooh.
And we had Blab play that in Blab's Versus. So that will be coming soon. The full uncut version as well as an edited down version will be available very, very soon.
What was your favorite one without giving anything away? Which one made you like want to kill yourself?
I was impressed with your ability. No, I wasn't impressed with anything. What am I saying? I thought, Blabs, your let me look at my sheet real quick because we shot 8, but 7 of them will be seen. You know what? The one will never be seen.
I know is my best one.
Yes, we had her play Battletoads. We had her play Battletoads.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it was tough. And you said you really enjoyed Battletoads.
I did. I enjoyed it. I thought I did pretty decent on that one.
Yeah, you did a good job. So, but that'll never be seen because the recording messed up. So,
well, is there something we can show them? Like
10 minutes.
Yeah. You guys can see about 10 minutes of it on Plus.
It'll never be edited down. Well, we'll get there. We'll release it in time, but not
eventually.
Right now, so, yes. Speaking of Plus, Dingo Warrior 1983 became a brand new Plus member. Let's go, Dingo Warrior. Love to see that. Appreciate that, guys. Head on over there. Okay. Thank you very much, Dingo Warrior. So we saw. Did you see this insane clip of this guy playing the most? Well, there's a in Guitar Hero, there is a song called Through the Fires and the Flames. This is an infamous song that is incredibly hard to do for anybody if you're playing Guitar Hero. Number one, Blabs, did you ever play Guitar Hero at all growing up?
I can't remember if I played Guitar Hero at all, but I didn't have it. I played the Beatles Rock Band one. But yeah, I feel like I was at somebody else's house. Yeah, I think I got rid of it only a couple of years ago. But like I think I was at a friend's house when I tried Guitar Hero, but they're very similar in style.
What about you, Flash?
Yeah, I've played a lot of Guitar Hero. A lot of the Beatles one.
Mm-hmm.
So
which sucks because the PlayStation 3 doesn't get online anymore. I don't know if I could ever re-download the DLC for that, which there was a lot of.
There was. Yes, that was one thing that was great about those games, that they were highly supported with DLC. You could buy, I think you could buy individual songs, which people were all about. But Through the Fires and the Flames on Guitar Hero in particular, you mentioned Rock Band was the Beatles one. But the point is that everybody here has played with the big plastic guitar, right? It was all pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much capped out at, so there's 5 colors on the guitar, right? I capped out at like being able to do 4 of them. The 5th one always like tripped me up. I think the 5th one was like orange, and I just couldn't wrap my head around the idea of like the 5th color. But Through the Fire and the Flames was always seen as like, if you could just 90% that, you were a god, right? If you could 100% that, you were unbelievable at how quick and how fast you were in Guitar Hero. Well, this guy, after 50,000 attempts estimated, just completed Through the Fire and the Flames at 200% speed. Did you see this clip going viral over the weekend, Flash?
Yes, it is pretty cool.
This guy I mean,
people are mocking him now too.
Well, yeah,
and those are the people that don't get gaming culture, you know?
Right. And look at him just go crazy on those strums right there. It's really silly. So he did this 200%, and you can see him just going absolutely nutty bloody here with his
It's
fingers.
absolutely insane. Especially when he's doing that. Look at that.
This is one of the most insane video game accomplishments I've ever seen. And his chat's going crazy here. And he got it, and he's like, "Rah!"
Yes! Oh my God!
That's an
awesome.
accomplishment right there.
Apparently it took him like 9 months to be able to do this.
9 months and 50,000 tries.
Yeah, impressive.
He'd like wake up, and that was his goal. He's like, one day I want to do that at 200, you know. And I guess the game is modded. I don't think you can like play it at 200%. I don't know, but and I don't know many people who are actively playing Guitar Hero like right now, but that guy is. Now, Flash, you mentioned some people mocking him. One would be that of Matt Walsh.
Oh, shocker.
Yes. So Matt Walsh came in.
That dude hates anything fun. Like, he hates anime.
Do you think it's just a bit?
Video games.
To stir people up?
I think the only thing he wants people to do for fun is study the Bible.
Well, he came in and he quote tweeted this, and this is one of the few tweets that I can actually pull up.
Hey,
let's go. He said, why not spend time learning how to play an actual guitar, right? Which I think look, if you're not around games all the time and you think games are the devil, right? Which is something that like Matt Walsh, look, I think Matt
he
Walsh,
likes fishing and Jesus.
right.
As somebody's in the chat, that's it.
I think Matt Walsh is really funny. I think he has really great deadpan humor. I've seen both of his documentaries. I think they're really funny. I think they're put together really well. With that said, there's something that's said about Matt Walsh and the Daily Wire as an entity that they are so clueless when it comes to video games and entertainment. Matt Walsh obviously is an employee of the Daily Wire, and to see them have such disregard for most forms of entertainment, specifically when it comes to games and such, was like, it's beneath them. It's children's stuff. It's like, it was children's stuff in like 1980, right?
And then those children grew into adults.
Exactly. And now it's a generational thing. And that's the thing that they don't understand. And, you know, the old saying of politics is downstream from culture. If they truly knew, if Matt Walsh truly knew what was going on in the gaming space, he would do a show about it every day. If he knew about the activism that was happening in the video game world, these people who are working in the space, who are broken, and they have found their space to excel, being surrounded by others like them. He would talk about this on a day-to-day basis. Daily Wire should talk about this on a day-to-day basis.
Do you know what at least according to AI, the average gamer age is? It's 35.
I was going to say probably 30, but probably was going to say 33 to 35. Yeah.
Talk about not knowing your audience.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big chance, considering it's the biggest form of entertainment now, that a lot of your audience consists of gamers.
Not just that. I mean, it's the biggest form of entertainment ever.
Yeah.
It trumps news, or it trumps movies. It trumps music and TV across the board. It's insane. I don't understand how there's so much disregard for gaming and gaming accomplishments as a whole. And you know, Quarter Black Garrett, he worked for Crowder. He responded, says, "Motherfuckers can't have hobbies without someone online making it about the fall of society or some bullshit." And I think he's right. You know, it's always like, oh, there's this pretentiousness to Matt Walsh, which is part of his charm as well. Like, but there's also a massive cluelessness when it comes to this. Blabs, I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on this?
I mean, listen, you can always learn to play guitar, but that wasn't the point of his goal, right? His goal was to do what he did, and he did it, and like that's it. I don't know why we always have to like bring other people down, like, why didn't you do this, or why didn't you do that, or snip. It's constantly, it's just annoying. And like, I don't know if Matt Walsh does this as a bit for these times, because how many times does he keep doing this where it's the same thing over and over again, just for controversy, just to get all the views and impressions on Twitter and monetization? So I'm just like, at this point, honestly, anytime Matt Walsh says these things, I think we should just ignore it.
I think there's something to what she said, Blabs. I think that he is definitely
rage baiting.
Yeah, he's driving engagement. I think that's what he's doing.
He's just making the money.
Yeah, making that X money right there. Because surely somebody has got to point it out to somebody over at the Daily Wire or Matt Walsh in general, saying like, hey, you understand how important video games are, right? You understand what a giant piece of media this is, right? And like, just show him, if he's such a facts and logics guy, show him data. Like, hey, this makes whatever $50 billion. Well, I don't know what the data is right now as far as what the industry does, but it makes billions of dollars a year, and you're just over here pooping on it because you don't get it. That doesn't make any sense to me. And I think that speaks to a larger side of like, it's almost, it feels like
maybe they'll get into gaming. They could remake Solomon's Key.
They could listen. You're right. That's the crazy thing about this, is I think that the Daily Wire is missing a huge opportunity. They should have a gaming show. They should have somebody representing that audience. And it's just totally, you know, them, Blaze should have a gaming and technology show as well. I don't understand how these companies are so clueless to it. But good on that guy for putting his, like, think about that. Have you ever done anything 50,000 times? Like he had one success after 50,000 times attempting it. Who does that? Like, that's not a story about this guy who's really good at strumming and stuff. That's a story of perseverance. 50,000 times doing something. Come on, 9 months saying I'm going to make this happen. That's impressive. That should be the story here, not the idea that, oh, well, you should have been video games. You should have been on a real guitar. Man, fuck off. It's crazy. All right. Nate came in with the 15. Speaking of 15, so on Plus, his Happy Mario Day. Montez, let's go. Thank you very much, Nate. Appreciate that. Ree came in, says only the top 3 can place on the podium. You can grab a Power Star, turn around and run the other Marios and make them all die. We call them filthy star naggers. Thank you, Ree. Appreciate that. Epsilama says gaming is looked down on by elite because entertainment is for the working class. Gaming is cheap entertainment for the masses, and they hate it. Yeah. Mercenary says Matt Walsh is part of the deep state. Mark my words. All right. Reese says, Craig, I know you missed Mario 35, but I recommend Super Mario Royale. It's YAR, but instead of 35 players competing in separate screens, they all go from 1 to 4, 8 to 4, and can kill each other with shells. Interesting. I've not seen Super Mario Royale. I need to look into that. Appreciate that, Ree. Mr. Melancholy says F. Walsh. Kratos says he had a goal and he got it. People are trying to keep him down. Don't let him. That's right, Kratos. You know what's going on. Boric says Craig just got in Concord. Craig, this just in. Concord had 1 dev that is keeping the game alive since yesterday. Wait, really? How? Is there somebody on the game? I thought it was all shut down. We need to pull that up. Mike Short says
I got drunk and got in through the developer's key and was crying and playing it.
No, there's nobody there.
Mike
right
Shorts,
now.
I think there's a larger question here. He says, I gurk it 50,000 times. Am I cool yet? Listen, the point is not that he did it 50,000 times, is that he accomplished it. And when you gurk it, you need to accomplish something. If you're just gurking on it to gurk on it without accomplishing the goal, then you have larger issues. And if it took you 50,000 times to get that goal, Bike Shorts,
see a doctor.
Yes.
Then your hands must be very muscular by now.
There you go. Mercenary says, I'm not kidding. I bet he did get USAID money. I know. I'm Mercenary. I don't think you're kidding about anything ever. Future with 10 on Plus says Blabs with 1 being the best. How many stars out of 10 was Texas?
An 8.4.
1 was the best.
Right, I read that wrong. I was thinking of my IGN scale. Okay, so I will say if 1's the best, then I'll give it 2 stars.
Let's go. All right. Thank you very much. That's great. Modest on the 5 says, hey, about a bing. What you guys staying early? Oh, wait, you guys outside Arizona still use daylight savings times. Ain't got to worry about that noise here. Also, what's the haps, Don Blabina and Craig Arrivederci? Yeah, daylight savings time is one of those things where I think everybody who live streams, they see a drop off from, there's always this like readjustment of the audience whenever there's any sort of daylight savings happening. And can we just stop this nonsense?
My favorite is that Craig literally thought that Phoenix and I don't check the time, and he texted us yesterday. He's like, reminder, daylight save, and it's like, I know.
It was more the idea of like, I just wanted to make sure you knew that it was happening because I felt like I just needed to let you know.
What? As if I wouldn't see that everything just changed automatically. Yeah. Listen, and that Blabs, my phone doesn't tell me these things.
Hey, Blabs, I'm going to tell you this right now. I learned a lot about you this past week, and I wouldn't put that past you.
Are you shitting me right now? Listen, I may be a lot of things, but I'm not stupid.
But nobody said you're stupid.
I just trip over air and stuff, as you're well aware of.
Yes. All right. Yeah, Blabs. What?
At the airport, I don't know. I just fall over and stuff. It's fine.
Do you see things?
No, life is difficult. Walking is hard, okay?
You're clumsy.
Yes.
He is
Okay.
clumsy. Yeah.
Yeah, but not as clumsy as
That's
Craig's
okay.
kid who knocked over a whole glass of water at the restaurant. Now, that was funny. At the restaurant. Now, that was funny as like, it wasn't me.
Hey, Delta came in and says, I think his name is Andrew Clavin. He's the oldest host on Daily Wire and speaks highly of video games as art/media. He even played Elden Ring. I know the crew has done Mario Kart to cater to quote us, but then they'll shit on it regularly. Thank you, Delta. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right. Man, good stuff today. Let's talk about the big news. And because I'm trying to load this up right now, and guess what? It's still not loading up. But
Yeah, it's still down.
X is down. This is kind of crazy to see, and this is from the Independent. X is down. Twitter not working due to major outage. And we have this. This is from earlier. It says X has gone down what appears to be a major and global outage. The Elon Musk owned X. Oh, go ahead. Yes, Flash.
I do think it is. It probably is some kind of attack because they're really going after him hard. Have you seen like what they're doing to his dealerships? There's people doing sit-ins, like going after his car. There's a clip. I would pull it up, but I can't. Of this like wild, crazy looking. He got those crazy eyes chasing this family in a Tesla.
Yeah.
Like just giving them the finger the whole time while they're like rolling away from this red light. It's like, it's crazy, man.
And like I saw some video of people, I say people, but activists firebombing, like literally burning Tesla trucks, the cyber trucks. Like that's nuts. There was also another some notes that were handed out to Tesla owners, and they're like, look, it was God, I wish I bookmarked it. Even then I couldn't even pull it up right now. But it was more like, look, your heart was in the right place when you bought this Tesla, but now you see what's going on. You need to sell and get ahead. And it was like shaming people for owning a Tesla while still being very vindictive about it. Like, look, you tried, but we're on the right side of history. And do you see what's wrong with Elon Musk now?
All because he's slashing government waste.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, well, man, you're really upset about this. And going back to this article here, you can actually see the response to this. It's pretty amazing. Attempted to visit the website or load news posts through the app failed. It says stopped working around 10 a.m. UK time, which was probably about 3 a.m. our time. So this has been down for the better part of like 9 hours, at least on and off, because it got pulled up and then it went down, off and up and in. But look at the comments here. This is obviously the Independent. This is a UK site. If I'm correct about this, I believe the Independent is the UK. This is the US edition. But you can see here. I really hope someone somewhere has been able to corrupt X for good, and the good of every living person except Trump and Musk. Amen. Yes. Let's hope the only social media platform which does not censor posts is shut down. Seriously? The evil and dishonor of this regime seems to know no bounds. Trump is determined to follow in the footsteps of his idol, Vladimir Putin. Like these are real people and real thoughts about this stuff. I mean,
Kate is brainwashed.
Yeah. Says you got to get outside your bubble. We're on the precipice of an economic failure. Finally, something is being done after decades, right? And he's not wrong. This Josh guy. Good news. While working on crashing the U.S., his X crash is perfect. It's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? People are legitimately excited about this idea. I don't understand it, and that's something that I feel that I would love to have like an X hater roundtable on this show. People were like, "Screw you," but they would never come on our show because, well, X is the devil now, right? It's amazing to see. So people are. I do have a timeline pulled up, but I don't think that it will continue to load. I'm scrolling down here. I want to make sure if it continues to load. No, it's going to stop loading.
I have that blue sky thread.
Is there a blue sky thread?
Yeah, I put it in before the show.
Oh, thank you. Oh, let's see. Down detector.
I do as requested.
Thank you. All right, so we have this. It's obviously you want to see how people are responding. By the way, this is from Down Detector as well. Thank you for pulling this up, Labs. How many people are down in the outages reported in the last 24 hours? I think this is way more than 26,000.
It's definitely way more. And the thing I wanted to point out is that how it's like multiple attacks. So when I woke up this morning, it wasn't down, but by the time I got to my PC, which was around 9:40 a.m., it was already down. Then it was back up, then it was down, and then it was back up, and then it was down. So it's at least 3 different attacks so far where they keep trying to get it back up.
Flash, do you think this is a coordinated attack?
I do.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
it's natural. I think it's natural for people to think that, for sure. Mentioned about Blue Sky, and I'm curious. We have there's a lot of celebration happening on Blue Sky right now, which is
the Predator platform.
yes.
Oh yeah,
No,
of course.
Twitter is down.
Yeah.
Twitter is down. X is down. Twitter down one of the biggest days of the of the NFL. That's funny. Twitter is down. Lots of lulls going on. And this is like checking Blue Sky to say, yeah, Twitter's down. It's like, of course.
This guy call to activism.
Right. Congratulations. There you go. Twitter's down. Tesla stock is down. SpaceX rocket went down. Prices are up. Inflation is up. Maybe Elon Musk isn't the best at this. There you go, Keith. Because Keith is, by the way, the richest man in the world. So there's that. But I guess we'll need to see what happens because we have not seen a statement as of this second from
Yeah, I've
Elon
been
Musk
looking.
or X.
Probably busy trying to figure out what's going on.
And X
Go
and
ahead,
Twitter, they're not on like Instagram, are they? Because I was trying to find like a handle for them on Instagram to see if maybe they're communicating on other platforms saying what's happening, but I haven't been able to find anything. And honestly, it kind of would be smart if they did have a handle elsewhere so they can communicate. Ironic as it is, because they were shitting on Meta for going to Twitter and be like, hey, look, we're down. But yeah.
Yeah, I can't see. Looked on Facebook, couldn't find anything.
No.
No, nothing like that.
So that's the problem there, is like there's no communication when you're only on your own platform.
Yep.
Is Rumble down? Somebody in the chat just said Rumble's down.
No,
Wow.
I'm on Rumble perfectly fine.
No, I have Rumble down as well.
What?
Yep, I do too.
Yeah.
Bad gateway.
This is interesting, to say the least.
Oh,
Wow.
hang on. If I refreshed, it was down, but if I went back, it's not. Now I can't see my Rumbles.
Wow.
Guys.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm getting.
Yeah, this is coordinated.
Okay.
Tinfoil hat moment activated.
You know what I just felt? And I haven't felt this in a long time. And I'm going to say something which people are going to be like, what? So just listen to what I'm going to say. September 11th, 2001, one building goes down. And you say, or one building gets hit. And you say, oh man, what a freak accident. I can't believe a plane ran into that building. That's crazy. And then another one hits. And you have this light bulb moment. You go, oh, there's something bigger going on here. I felt that right now. I felt that right now when you look at this and you say, okay, well, X is down. Oh, and Rumble's down too? I don't know. Is that just me putting on my conspiracy hat, or is I feel like I should have that feeling right now.
I think you're a little bit exaggerating with the metaphor of 9/11, where
No.
people died.
It's not about 9/11. It's about the idea of you have this realization that something bigger is happening, I guess.
I think it was just a coordinated attack that just happened to be today. And they're like, let me take out all the free speech people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I don't really think it's like same scale. At least not yet. I gotta wait and see.
But to be totally clear, I'm not equating thousands of people dying on 9/11 and buildings falling. All I'm saying is that the metaphor is one thing happened, then another thing happened, and the light bulb went off. Right? That's
I get what you're saying, but I don't agree.
Okay. Well,
I think it's just you.
Maybe it was a bad metaphor, but the idea is there.
There was something today that I saw that might be related, where wasn't there some massive cargo ship on fire this morning or whatever it was that was hit because they collided or whatever? Did anyone else see that on Twitter?
Yeah.
That might be in correlation with today. Who knows? Could just totally be.
You guys who are tuning in on Rumble, because I would imagine that if you were watching on Rumble and it's still up, don't refresh, obviously.
Yeah, you guys made me refresh now. I've lost them forever.
Yeah, don't do
Very
that.
well.
Yeah. this is interesting. This is very interesting. And you wonder if this is like legitimately a free speech under attack type of thing. That's very scary. Let's actually look at the down detector right now for Rumble as well. Let's see. Let's see. Down detector for Rumble. Let's see if you can pull that up really fast while we're doing that, because it just feels like there's something bigger going on. If X goes down and it's the free speech platform, Rumble goes down, it's the free speech platform. Like, are we in the middle of some sort of like massive cyber attack?
For some reason, I can't even share stuff today. It's always blocking me.
Maybe it's those anonymous retards because they put a video out owning Trump a couple weeks ago.
No, it's StreamYard. StreamYard is blocking me, saying before presenting a screen, remove other media streams from the stage. So I can't share if you're sharing anymore. What the shit, StreamYard?
Just put a link down. Just put a link in the private chat. And look, I don't want to use this as an opportunity to like, to like sell, right? But I will say this is why I wonder. Hold on, local. Our Side Scrollers Plus is actually tied into the infrastructure of Rumble. I wonder if Side Scrollers Plus is still up.
No, we're still good. I'm talking to them.
Okay, but have you tried to load it?
I have not reloaded, but if I reload it, I'll lose them maybe. It's
fine. It's fine. Okay, that's good. We're all different. But that's why. Like, look. All this could go away really quick, which is why it's important to become like a Plus member, right? Over at Side Scrollers Plus. So let's just be very clear. Yes, and we do have a Rumble indicator here. Rumble is all of the.
I don't think that's correct, really. I think there needs to be a lot more.
Well, I mean, we're one of them.
Well, actually, that's new. Okay, so when I loaded it up, that little straight needle at the very end was not there when I loaded this up 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Very interesting. Interesting how this is all kind of coming together at one time. Just makes you do this. If Rumble is down, I'm just curious if Rumble is down for everybody. And I'm sure that we're going to be checking, just to see what's happening. But man, you wonder if like this is some sort of crazy cyber attack that's happening right now.
Well, Kick is still going. That's a plus.
Well, that's good because everyone goes to Kick for free speech.
I mean, no, but
they go to Kick for Johnny's Somali antics.
Yes. All right. So Rumble down, X is down. What's next?
This is what I'm saying. Like, how are we supposed to know what's going on with these platforms when they don't have any other features elsewhere to communicate, or they don't email all their millions of users saying, "Hey, we're down," or something like that? Like that's just not good enough, in my opinion.
Titterpig Rancher says the metaphor works fine, Craig, and you're right. Well, thank you, Titterpig. I'm not trying to dunk on you, Blabs.
Is Truth Social down?
I don't know. That's actually a really good question. Drop Barracuda says with X down, great time to get out the old goon bag and take a few pulls. Okay, for Blabs, goon bag actually makes the sentence palatable.
So to answer your question about Truth Social, so I don't have it. But I see 2 minutes ago, Donald Trump tweeted something out, whatever you posted, whatever you call it on Truth Social. So I guess it's working.
Truth it.
Yeah, that's the only reason I have Truth Social is to see what he's saying.
I
don't even know. What is it called when you post over there? Just a post?
A truth.
Here's my truth.
Yes.
Curtis says, great metaphor, Craig. I thought the same thing. What else may be taken down today? Yeah, I don't know, Flash. You got any thoughts on that? What else could be taken down over this? What, like, I would say Rumble and X are like the two quote unquote free speech platforms.
Truth Social, maybe that would be the only other one.
If Truth goes down,
Rumble's back. Hello.
Rumble's back.
I just loaded it up.
Not me, not on mine, but that could just be servers.
I can't get in still.
No, we're good, and it looks like if you refresh, you'll lose it. But everyone's been here the entire time.
Cool.
Right, Rumble, let me know. Have you guys been here the entire time? Or did you guys get booted? I think if you stayed, you were fine, but if you refreshed, you were booted. So it must be a server thing.
Okay, X is back.
I can't get in
as well. So, but the point of all this is that this is all in flux right now, right?
X is still down.
Rumble chat says they were here the entire time. They never left.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
But we're seeing this in real time. We're reacting to this in real time. Rumble down, X is down, then it's back up, then it's back down, right? My feed just pulled up over on X, but then I refreshed and it went back down. Then I refreshed it, then it's back up. So
yeah, I don't have it.
this is a giant mess, to say the least.
I was like, can I just say that this is like so stupid that everyone's like, you're coping. How am I coping? For what? I literally agree with you guys that this is like some planned thing.
I think they're just trolling you, Blabs.
I guess so.
Let it be.
You've shown that you get upset from the trolling, which is going to bring more trolling.
Yeah.
Because you got mad about the Arnold trolling.
Yes.
Wow.
So it opens up more trolling.
Mm-hmm. Flash
It's
the
a little internet advice.
Let it be. Drop came in and says, so it's not just weirdly hanging out there. Goon bag is a bag of wine in Australia. Okay, thanks. I was wondering about your goon bag. Scarfy came in with the 10, says, I'm reminded of when I first heard of Zoe Quinn and I thought it was pointless drama. Then the topic gets dropped on every site. Then the gamers are dead articles came out. Something is afoot. Thank you, Scarfy. Wow. Nate, for 50 coins?
No, that's 50.
50 on plus. So Democrats are censoring once again. Also, Matt Walsh is the equivalent to a boomer who talks shit on video games. But we'll spend hours watching TV. Montez, let's go, Nate. Nate. Let's go. Thank you very much. That is incredibly generous. Love to see that. Thank you very much. That is absolutely outstanding, Nate. And everyone loves the support you've provided them. Speaking of support, if you guys want to head over to Side Scrollers Plus, do it right now. Open up that window, use promo code PLUS, and join us. We're going to be doing our post show here in about 25, 30 minutes-ish or so. We'd love for you guys to join us over there at Side Scrollers Plus. We've been doing call-ins with you guys. It's been so freaking fun. All right, let's go and continue on. We're going to read all your super chats and Rumble rants and everything as well. So just hang tight. By the way, Hayden Wayne came in and says, just want to wish happy birthday to Chuck Norris. Let's go.
Hayden Wayne.
Hayden, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate
Check out
that.
his channel.
Yeah, man.
Great channel.
Hayden was streaming the other night with Dermy Wormy. Dermy had his big show, popped in and super chatted over there as Hayden was in joining him, I believe, which was great. All right, let's move on. I would pull up this quote, but I don't think it's working still. X is kind of up and down on all this stuff. Let's talk about Gene Hackman. There's been a lot of talk about this. Did you see the Gene Hackman update, Flash?
I did.
This is something. You're talking about not smelling right. I'm not talking about the dead bodies. I'm talking about what happened here. What, Blabs? You didn't like that?
Yeah, it was just a weird choice of words, to be honest.
It doesn't smell right. Let's go to the BBC, Blabs, which means
Big black cockadoodle-doo.
Oh,
Or the British Broadcasting Corporation, whichever one you want.
Yeah, British Broadcasting. That's what we're going for. Actor Gene Hackman and wife Betsy died of natural causes 1 week apart. Does anybody truly believe that?
Well, I mean, forensics can 100% tell you these things.
Okay. Hackman died at his Santa Fe home from coronary artery disease with advanced Alzheimer's disease as a contributing factor. His wife died in the same house from hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a respiratory illness caused by exposure to infected rodents. Ugh. Her cause of death was listed as natural. What's interesting about this is apparently Gene Hackman died a week after his wife died. So his wife is dead on the ground in the bathroom, and I guess he just never noticed it because
he was, yeah, so he didn't.
But if he has Alzheimer's, I don't know.
Well, they said that like he was already unaware of things happening because of his advanced stage, so it's entirely possible he had no idea.
So it's like,
have you ever met anybody with advanced Alzheimer's, Craig?
Advanced? No.
Advanced? No, not advanced. Have you? Please fill me in.
Well, they don't know really what's going on.
So.
Yeah, right.
And if he didn't have anybody taking care of him, maybe she was probably his caretaker, basically.
Right.
I mean, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
They did have family. I'm pretty sure that he has children, though.
Yes, he does. He's got like 2 or 3 adult children.
What a sad way to die. Like your wife dies, you don't even know she's dead, right? It says right here, it's quite possible that he was not aware that his wife was deceased. Like, how unbelievably sad. So sad.
He probably had no idea where he is at all times.
He had no idea.
He was like 95. It's really sad. It's a sad disease, man.
Yes. Yeah. It's the saddest way to die, because you hear about people who have Alzheimer's that they more or less die twice, right? Because they die from a mental perspective, then they die from a physical perspective. It's just not even there. But this is really weird. A respiratory illness caused by exposure to infected rodents. You got to be around a lot of rats.
Well, she apparently wasn't she traveling prior and then came home or something like that?
That doesn't seem like a natural form of death.
It's very rare, but it can happen. Or some sort of virus. But the only thing here that I was kind of still weird about is that the dog still hasn't had any, like, results, right? So they found one dog dead at the scenes, right? But they still haven't figured out why this dog died for whatever reason. Because there's 2 other dogs. Well, no, because they had 2 other dogs and dogs were fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird, but I mean, it could all be just a crazy occurrence.
Yeah.
Given his mental state and stuff. So it's
Chat saying dog was in a cage. Was that true? A crate or something?
Oh gosh, that's the worst. Oh,
wow. Okay, I didn't see that in the BBC article. That's
yikes.
wild. Yeah, they just said they had not determined the cause of death for the dog yet. Meanwhile, it's like animal cruelty. You left the dog locked up before you died.
Well, I mean, they may not actually meant to.
Yeah, I know, but like in hindsight, that's what happened. The dog was locked up and died.
Yeah, jeez, so sad. All right, guys, do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button if you guys are just popping in, or even if you're not, hit the thumbs up button. Currently at 693. We got a couple thousand good folks, good normal men tuning in right now over on YouTube. Let's get that to 1,000. Let's get to if 400 of you, yes, you hit the thumbs up button right now, I'd really appreciate it. All right, I want to talk to you. Let's go from sad to quite possibly an absolute genius. This guy. This is a 1-minute clip that is actually on X. I have pulled it up. It's amazing. It is working right now. But I just want to show you this. This is how to get back at your ex. And I'm going to say this right now. This is 1 minute and 2 seconds long. For 59 seconds of this video, this guy is a genius. Okay? Blabs, I would love to hear your thoughts on this once we're done here.
My ex-girlfriend is visiting New York, and I want her to believe that I'm very successful and everybody loves me in the city. So I asked people in my neighborhood to act as if I were their favorite person ever. When I come in, you just be like, oh, Sammy. You'll be like, hey, Sammy, are you still dating that supermodel? You saved my family during COVID. You saved my family.
Can you say my family? Hey, what's up, Sammy? How you doing? Well, what you doing, man? He wanted everybody had to do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
up to that point, I think this is pretty funny and also brilliant. If you want to like kind of twist the knife a little bit, right? So that's where it's brilliant, and this is where it stops being brilliant.
Me and Melissa got back together that same day.
That's what he probably wanted.
Yes, very clearly.
By lying.
Well, I mean, it's pretty funny to go through and get everybody. I mean, you hear about this stuff where you want to get back at your ex, but this guy, his goal was to get back together with his ex. And yes, he's blatantly lying to her. And he has all these people being like, oh, Sammy, let's go. You're the best.
That's probably why she dumped him, because he's a lying loser. Sorry. It's funny. It's very funny and it's hilarious. But one thing, why are you hanging out for the first time with your ex after 5 years? Really weird. Who does that? I don't really know people who just, hey, but by the way, remember we dated 5 years ago? Let's go hang out. That's weird.
Well, if they ended on good terms and
yeah, but apparently not, because she's just met him for like the first time in years. She was really saying like, oh, I thought, you were broken when I dumped you.
He was so close.
maybe they DM back and forth on Facebook or something once in a while.
Are you alive? Good. Me too. Okay, bye. See you in 6 months.
I love everything the guy did except for the last part. where they got together at the end. And it's like that's the biggest L of them all. He's such a genius until like, hey, by the way,
you should have never gone back together. Be like, I'm better without you. Bye, Felicia. Instead, he was desperate.
Get that one night, you know, and then in the morning say,
night.
oh yeah, you fell for my shit. Bye.
Well, and that's just it. He posted this video online, which has gone viral.
Now she knows.
And now she knows, right? So now all these people that she thinks that he helped clearly lied to help him get back. So that relationship is done.
Oh yeah. Imagine being the woman though, and like, oh, so you lied to me and all these other people, you got them to lie to me too. Like, you are a huge piece of shit.
Blabs, I'm with you. I think it's you use this, you set this up for that one night, and then
correction.
You say goodbye. And it's like, hey, sorry, thanks for the great time.
There's so much fake stuff now. It's tough. A
Yeah,
lot of these times when you see these people arguing on airplanes and in classrooms, all this shit is fake.
Yeah, for sure. And there's
a
big
classroom set or an airplane set is what a lot of it is.
Yeah,
and just get some actors to do some fake shit.
I don't think that that a lot of those people in that were acting personally.
No, like his friends.
Yeah. But they weren't acting. They're not actors, but they were acting. You know, I love the idea that he gave somebody a mug, like he went through it. He had a Sammy mug. Like, think about if I'm like her and I'm walking around with this guy and I see my former boyfriend's face on a mug, I think it's kind of like a cult, you know, like, wow, what have you done to these people? This is really, really weird. But it is funny to say the least. I loved it up until he decided to get back together with her.
Oh, it looks like X is back up.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, I actually just put in the private chat. I checked Elon Musk. He's tweeting, but he's not tweeting about anything to do with being down so far.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's continue. We got a little bit to go. Once again, appreciate you guys popping in. We'll be heading over to our Side Strollers Plus members only post show and call-in show here in a little bit, and we're going to be hitting a few topics that we can't hit on YouTube. That's the beautiful thing about having kind of our own thing over there. So head over to Side Strollers Plus for that. We're going to be talking about the viral "Love Is Blind" clip that was passed around over the weekend.
I saw that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
He dodged a bullet.
So. Yeah, we'll touch on that for sure. Mercenary says if Jesus was here, he would call out Matt Walsh. Let him know, Mercenary. Hayden says weird thing always happens around my birthday. In 2020, lockdown started 3 days after it. This year for my birthday, X and stuff are down. Could be something. There's a bit of a pattern. Well, Hayden, you clearly are the culprit of it all. Hayden started COVID. Hashtag get it going. Mercenary came in and says, nothing natural about this. My grandmother had advanced mental issues. She once jumped the fence at her house, forgetting she had a key, was wandering LA for 4 hours. If take out caretaker, I think. You think the caretaker should come out, Mercenary? Thank you. Marmalin for 10 says, it comes from rat droppings, and they had places on the property with rat nest. Okay. The dog was in surgery earlier and was in a cage. Gene probably didn't know it was there.
Rough for the dog, poor thing.
Rough. Is that a pun? Rough.
No.
Marmalin says X is down. Game over, man. Game over. Sorry for your swastika. That note was insane. Yes, that was real. Oh my gosh. NPC says daylight savings is a waste of time. Crony is most displeased. Thank you for that. Hobo Cop, good to see you, buddy. He says Matt Walsh is of out of touch old right riderman that caused many people to go left until they got replaced by people who like fun.
I like that name, Hobo Cop.
Yeah, Hobo Cop is outstanding.
Good.
That's right. All right. I see this news about X with a handle. Maybe we'll get into that tomorrow. Does that sound good? All right. We do see every super chat. We'll get to those in just a little bit. Drop says, pro tip, she still doesn't care. Seriously, that's true. Thank you very much for your support, Drop Barracuda. All right, let's get to this big story here. And let's talk about, God, this Ubisoft story is nuts. Absolutely nuts. As Former Ubisoft bosses are going on trial today. It's happening right now. As former users, it says on trial in France, accused of sexual harassment. 3 former top executives from French video game giant Ubisoft, makers of Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, went on trial on Monday accused of psychological and sexually harassing employees for nearly a decade. Yikes. Blabs, you read through this real fast. Kind of give us the TLDR on this.
No, it's insane, actually. So there's 3 men involved in this trial. One of them there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of information about, specifically in this article. You can find out what he did with Ubisoft on like LinkedIn and all that. But 2 of them are like mega pieces of shit, assuming it's all true. Of course, this is all allegedly until proven, correct. So one of the guys has worked with Ubisoft for 32 years, and he's currently being accused of harassing a Muslim employee by trying to give her like food and all that during Ramadan fasting, and like would leave stuff on her desk, which is like really funny, but also super inappropriate for work. Like,
wait, hold on.
Let the woman like do her own thing.
Hold on.
Wait, you did not read this article?
Okay, go ahead and read. Okay, here. I'll tell you what. Let's just read it in its entirety because I
swear, dude, it's a fucking rabbit hole.
Okay, because on the surface that just sounds funny. All right.
It's so like honestly, you can skip this bit. It's starting for the handstand in a skirt. So here's what's going on. So like I said, there's 3 employees. This is about Francois. His real name is Thomas Francois. Funny enough, on LinkedIn, his profile icon says open to work, and I thought that was really funny. He's worked with Ubisoft for 32 years. So it says, employees have complained of near daily public humiliation and hazing. Francois is the focus of the most damning testimonies, which have alleged to systemic psychological and sexual harassment as the company's offices in Eastern Paris, suburb of not Montreal, but Montreal. Anyway, between January 2012 and July 2020, Francois is alleged to have habitually watched pornographic films in the open plan office and commented on the appearance of female employees. Dude, I'm telling you, this gets worse as we go.
Okay. Listen, totally inappropriate. Something you'd see on
a skit.
A skit. I mean, it's honestly funny. Now, continue, please.
You're gonna have to rein it in because it's a lot. We don't have all the time. He's also accused of planting surprise kisses on the lips of employees and insulting some by calling them ugly or a slut.
Hold on. This is the guy right here. This is Tommy Francois.
Correct.
The VP of Editorial Services. At
no, I have his stuff on. Is that the same one that I have?
Mm-hmm. That's his LinkedIn. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, one of them is open. Oh yeah, if you click on his actual profile, maybe it's because I can see.
Wait, he was at
logged
Shiny?
in. Yeah, if I'll share my screen because I actually am logged in. But I can't because StreamYard takes me. Anyway, it literally says open to work on his profile because I'm logged in and everything. What?
Oh, you said remove other streams from this media.
Yeah, I can't. You have to remove your stuff before I can share. Okay. Wild. Okay. There we go. This is Tommy Francois. Shout out Jose. See, open to work. Yep. So here he is. He worked at Ubisoft for 13 years as a VP. Overall, a whole bunch of times. So this is Francois. There he is. Okay. Now back to this one.
He worked on the original Earthworm Jim game then. I just looked at it. I thought, Shiny Entertainment.
Okay. Oh,
yeah, and it was Serge who worked at Ubisoft for 32 years, in case I misspoke before. You want to pull up the article again?
Yeah. The article, yes.
Because it's too funny. All right, so
funny.
Dude, it's funny in like the worst way possible. So Francois was also accused of forcing a young employee he had just hired to do a handstand in an open plan office while wearing a skirt, basically revealing her underwear and everything. He's also accused of tying the same woman to a chair and putting her in an elevator, sending her to another floor. Like, what are these jokes? This is like children's play, like a playground. Like, I'm gonna put you on an elevator and leave you alone. He is the real Pepe Le Pew. He's also allegedly forced her to attend a work meeting after he painted her face with a felt tip pen. So basically, face painting at work. In addition to the accusations of sexual and psychological harassment, Francois is being prosecuted for an attempted sexual assault when he tried to forcibly kiss a young employee during a Christmas party as she was held by other colleagues. So other people were holding her down. Fucking insane, if all true. And some of it's kind of funny. The elevator stuff's hilarious. According to an investigative report seen by AFP, Francois encouraged his subordinates to act in the same way, using his influence and high hierarchical position within the company to its end. And then there's more. So we go to the next guy. So this one is Serge Hesko, and he's the one who worked for Ubisoft for 32 years. And he's the one who's doing the Muslim stuff. So here we go. Following the deadly jihadist attacks in Paris in 2015, he allegedly asked a Muslim employee if she agreed with the ideas of the Islamic State group. The woman the woman had her computer desktop background changed to icons of bacon sandwiches, and food was placed on her desk during the Islamic fasting month of Ramadan. So, like, these are harmless jokes, right? But also really inappropriate for work.
Oh, you just said it. They're harmless jokes.
Yeah, but like, okay, so like the bacon bit on the desktop is funny and all that, but like asking her, you know, about the Islamic stuff, like the jihad attack, not so appropriate, right?
Right.
The third,
real quick.
Mhm.
Let's
Breaking
go ahead
news.
and go pause this just for a second.
Yeah.
So we do know why. It says X caused by massive cyber attack here on X. There still is a massive cyber attack against X. Musk wrote, "This is just happening. We get attacked every day, but this was done with a lot of resources, either by a large coordinated group and or a country is involved." So
Probably
there you
Soros funded.
Man, that's a good question. I don't know. So yes, it was indeed malicious, which
That family is a cancer on humanity.
so this is very interesting to say the least, and they're continuing to fight on this. Let's see, it's still out over on Down Detector, Rumble. Let's do a quick Down Detector check over here. It looks like it's subsided a little bit over on Rumble as I can pull it back up. So definitely some sort of attack happening, as confirmed by Elon Musk. He said they get attacked every day. So that's just crazy. All right, sorry, Blabs. Let's go back to that story. So following the deadly jihadist attacks, he asked a Muslim boy if she agreed with the ideas of the Islamic State.
Yeah,
Wow.
so we got that. We got the whole fasting. Then it says the third defendant, former game director, Patrox. Now, Patrox, I have him here. That's William Patrox. I think that's how you say his name, or maybe Patro. He worked at Ubisoft for 11 years, and he's the least information known about him. We don't really know a whole lot other than he's been accused of psychological harassment. So investigators have spoke to dozens of witnesses during the probe, which is ironic wording, but many refused to file a complaint for fear of reactions from the video game community. They deplored the inertia of human resources, according to the report. I have seen several cases of moral or sexual harassment. I have never seen such a desire to humiliate, says Charlotte Margaret, a lawyer for a video game workers union. Following an internal survey, Ubisoft said in 2020 that about 25% of its employees have been victims of professional misconduct at work or were witnesses to it. So France really fucked up.
So these guys are going on trial
Yes.
for a week-long trial. Like
For years ago.
Blabs, have you seen what they could potentially have happened to them in a situation like this? Could they be sent to jail?
That I cannot really comment on. I haven't seen anything. I'm assuming they'll probably go have some sort of jail time, I think.
Jail?
I mean, there's so many charges, right? I feel like if all of these are true, they probably have to do something. Community service, a fine, whatever it is.
You're going to put some dudes in jail for putting a bacon...
It's France. Hello.
I know, but that's like everything that you said outside of like the holding her while being kissed. Okay, that's bad, right? The upside down, handstand with a skirt, that's very bad, right? Those things shouldn't happen. But like put her in an elevator and sending her to another, like that's funny, right?
It's harmless, but at the same time, how many times did these things happen over and over again? So like one thing by itself is like, if it's non-sexual, one thing by itself is like a harmless joke. However, if it keeps happening, things like that, right? Like it's bad.
I think the chat, you and the chat are correct. It's France. Right?
That's true.
It's
Yeah,
just
France,
like
he's going to jail.
they're gonna
like,
put him in a guillotine.
I feel like that's the worst thing that could happen. Besides the fact that like his career is basically done for. I mean, one
Well,
of them
now
really
that's
open
not
for
true.
work.
He could come out as gay
Oh, true.
or become transsexual.
Mm-hmm.
Now in France, those things go a long way.
Yeah, I think
I'm not even kidding.
I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I think that would go a long way.
So, yeah, I mean, probably the lightest thing that could happen is they pay a bunch of fees to the victims and things like that, and those victims get something out of Ubisoft or whatever the case is. And I think the worst comes to worst, besides the fact that their careers are basically over, and this happened years ago already, possibly jail time, possibly.
Jail time for pieces of bacon on a screensaver.
Who knows? If it's true, remember, these are all allegations so far proven. You know, we don't know yet.
Pepe Le Pew works for Ubisoft. Yeah.
Pepe Le Pew used to work at Ubisoft.
There you go. I'm still Bruce says Francois is guilty of being the office rascal. That's right. This guy's living in IRL open world platformer. Thanks. And Robo blames you, Flash, for all this.
Uh-oh.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you for that, Robo.
It was me.
Mercenary says Alex Soros is worse than his dad, George, who helped the Yankees as a kid and was very proud of what he did on BBC Radio interview.
Yep, that's true.
All right, guys, here we're going to do we'd love to hear your thoughts on everything we talked about today. Or if you just want to call in and chit chat, we are going to be moving over to Plus here in just a minute to do our members only call-in show and post show. And we're going to be talking about this Love is Blind clip from Love is Blind, Minnesota, where this girl broke up with this guy because he didn't believe in BLM and all the pride
and
stuff.
Vax and trans and
it's going to be great. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. But first, let's get to your super chats today. Give it up real quick to Rud in the Meanie. Oh, Rudini the Meanie. There it is. There, yeah, let's go. Who became a brand new member over on Side Scrollers Plus. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Make sure you use that promo code PLUS. Join us over there. Make today the day. Hop on in over there. Let's get rolling. Thank you so much, Rudini the Meanie. Blabs, fire away. I got from I'm Still Bruce.
Okay, Texas allows girls to play Mario now. Blue Texas.
Is that Bruce Jenner?
It is.
Yes, it is.
And he's been joining us every once in a while.
Yeah.
The worthy one says guys like Matt Walsh are the reason why normal people were having a hard time winning the culture war. I agree with that statement.
I agree too.
Tubby for 5 says it's also Harriet Tubman Day. Is it really? Craig, can you do a quick search? Let's celebrate my tubbas. Craig's 2 favorite things on the same day. Gang gag tubs out. Is it actually like Harriet Tubman's birthday or some shit? That'd be hilarious.
Harriet Tubman Day is observed on March 10th.
Overshadowed by Mario.
Oh, way to go.
Overshadowed by a white man. How does that feel?
It is
A white Italian man.
It's good.
Wow, okay. Vork says, it's on the timeline thing. You can see it on March 9th. Thank you.
Oh, love that.
Andrew says, Andrew Breitbart warned conservatives about abandoning the entertainment industry, and not many people listen to him. Now it's time to take it back. Mercenary says, I hate daylight saving time. Time to get rid of it. Miku says, get a game about clapping Iran, and Daily Wire would support it. Oh my. Luigi, I agree with Blabs. It must be a bit from Matt. Although he and another guy in Daily Wire are oblivious about video games and anime. Another subject, Microsoft is pushing notifications to get Avowed on PC for 2 weeks. Fuck you, Microsoft. Lol.
Hey, real quick. I want to point this out real quick. Shred and Finn says, Matt Walsh talking video games makes about as much sense as Side Scrollers talking politics. I agree. I agree. I don't know what the hell I'm talking. I like I said, I 100% agree with you. I don't like to talk politics at all. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Jelani says, here in Seattle, people are putting different car emblems on their Teslas to try to disguise them.
I'm sure that's going really well. Thank you,
It's
Jelani.
like those movies that don't want to promote Apple with the laptops, right? They always put a sticker over the Apple logo. That's funny. Commoner fan says, I just got a Cloudflare error on X. It's bad.
Yep.
As long as they don't steal my info, you know? Mighty for one. Whee! Libs are pissed their socialist money laundering faucet at the USAID is being turned off. Commodore says, make mental hospitals great again. Agreed. Bike Short says they hit the second site, Craig.
Yep.
Quagmire, the right answer for John Carpenter movie was Escape from New York. Mercy says Twitter app on phone is working, but not PC. I think the
We all
app
said
is...
Escape from New York is great.
Yeah.
There you go. Samantha says X is fine. I live in Canada. Interesting. I didn't see anything down about Canada. I saw it was like UK and the US from what I've seen so far.
Convenient.
Old Man Grimm says Elon and the press are dismantling the deep state piece by piece. Only makes sense they fight back. I know what you mean about that feeling, Craig. And then Mika says, in the words of Super Mayor, false allegations. Eiffel Tower, Quebec. Tabernacle. Français.
Delta came into the 5 says, I'm interested to see what happens with the Tesla revolts. My grandmother owns an H3, so I remember the attacks on Hummer dealerships and owners that crashed the SUV market for about a decade before it came back in popularity. Mercenary says, we can't coexist with these crazy people. We have no choice but to ship them off planet Earth and send them to Venus or something. It's the only way to contain the woke mind virus that's fully consumed them before it consumes us. And Mercenary also picked up
Mars.
By the way, Blabs, Mercenary also picked up the Blabs karaoke bucket hat.
Yay! Thank you, Mercenary.
There we go. All right.
To colonize Mars, it's going to take a society of people that are going to not be able to come back to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
This is a way to start that utopian, socialist, communist society that you want so badly. I'm all for it.
Send them off. You know, just let them burn up in the atmosphere. That'd be great.
Real fast, I got some locals tips just now, and I haven't been able to put them on StreamYard. So Spoon Ninja for $1 says, dad joke of the day, guy walks into a club, sees a hot girl, and says, I want to flip you upside down, fill you full of beer, and drink you till you're dry. She slaps him and turns to her boyfriend and says, don't look at me, I ain't fucking with anyone who can't drink that much beer. Haha. Video Gamer for 5 says, love Doge concept, but implementation is super reckless. Doge was supposed to do full audit of what federal government spends money on and highlight waste and fraud for the president and Congress to cut. Instead, they've been slashing indiscriminately whatever they can get their hands on, regardless of merit, i.e. nuke inspectors. Nobody should be okay with that, and Trump needs to rein them in weeks ago, make them do a job properly. What they're doing now will cause political damage to Trump and likely a recession. Thank you very much for your 5 and your 1 over on Plus, guys.
Okay. It looks like that Side Scrollers Plus is having some issues right now with our servers over there with locals, because it is essentially our locals page. But we are going to head over there. If those of you guys tuning in over at Side Scrollers Plus, appreciate you guys. If you haven't yet, head over there and see if you can log in and become a supporter over there. We're going to be talking about this Love is Blind clip. So head over there right now. We're going to be getting over there. Guys, appreciate you popping in. Kick, we'll see you guys later. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye, Kick. You guys over on Rumble.
Plus is really down.
Yeah, it's weird.
I can't even save the update for the link.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You know what? Let's just keep the show going. Let's just keep it going. Because if locals is down, I don't want to send people over there because it's down, right? So let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going for a minute. I don't think we can talk about this Love is Blind clip, but I'll tell you what we can do is talk about this clip. I had this other thing shared. Oh, no, I can't, because Twitter's down too. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Okay, this is crazy to say the least. Twitter is back down, Flash.
Really?
Yeah. Twitter's back down.
Yeah, Twitter's down.
After several refreshes, it's like popping through. I did see this. Let's talk about this last little clip here. We were going to go to locals, but that's okay. Look, we're all figuring this out as we go. Clearly a massive undertaking that's happening right now. But head over there and use Plus to get a discount. I'll tell you what. Let's check this out. Flash, did you see this clip being passed around? Do you know who Ariel Scarella is? She's definitely Italian, Blabs. Do you know who this lady is right here?
No, I don't know every Italian person that's walked across.
I thought that's how it worked.
Right.
She's at a gaming or comic convention. And tell me, as you've been to a gaming convention, tell me if this guy just is not just the most NPC guy ever. There's about a dozen of these guys, or like 1,200 of these people at gaming conventions with their mask on and their fuzzy ears and stuff. And listen to this guy. Now, to be clear, she is a lesbian. Okay. And she's asking this guy, would you date a trans person?
That you're bi?
Yeah.
Would you date a trans woman?
Yeah.
Would you date a trans guy?
I'm attracted to guys and gals. Trans guys and gals are guys and gals. Simple as that.
Okay. A hole is a hole for you.
Yeah.
So,
I guess the plus is working
okay.
because
excellent.
my thing saved.
Oh, awesome.
And we have someone here.
Excellent. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think this is okay. So plus is back up.
Yep.
So let's do that. Let's head over there. You guys open up. We by the way, we just passed 300 supporters over on plus. Thank you guys very much for that. That is spectacular. So let's head over to plus now. With that said, you guys on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. You guys have a great rest of your day. You guys over on Rumble, we'll see you guys later. Let's get rid of Rumble real fast. Rumble.
I got the back end of YouTube.
Cool. Rumble, you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys over at Side Scrollers Plus. Thank you very much. And you guys over on YouTube, thank you guys very much for tuning in. We're going to talk about this Love is Blind clip. Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go get it. YouTube, see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Fatality. Okay, YouTube done.